Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and another episode of What Did You Buy Wednesday. So we have a couple of items here that we just picked up, and I have a couple of items that are on the way, and I'm pretty excited about sharing this. So what I wanted to do was record this one, and then we'll record the other one. We'll maybe have a couple of What Did You Buy Wednesdays this month. That'll be nice. So right out of the gate we got, as you can see from the thumbnail, we got some felt, we got some smudgers for makeup, we got some film, Fusion Firm film, no, Fusion Firm chrome. We got a new model, and I got a kind of a garage sale find, so that's cool. Right off the bat, a tip from Matt's Models and More. I know I've mentioned Matt on here a couple times, but he went over these things here. So I went on to Amazon and I bought a set of them because I like to spread Bondo in some of the areas that are a little bit wider. Like sometimes you can just like glue it together and the glue kind of fills the gap, and then you can sand it down. When you're working on model car bodies, I think that's probably the only reason you would use Bondo, is maybe for filler. I don't know, for model car bodies. But so I went in and I found these. I got the cheapest ones I could find. These were like $6. Um, Maybe I got a little lazy and stopped looking, but there were some expensive ones. So I went ahead and just I ran into these. They were $6, and I said, you know what, it's good enough. So I got those. We're going to give those a test drive here shortly, because I got a couple things I want to do with the Thunderbird with them. I called this Fusion Film. I was wrong. Got a Fusion Firm Ultra Shining uh, Fluid Silver Foil. So we're right in the middle. I've got some spoons painted. I'm right in the middle of doing some testing, and for some paints that I've got. So I think we're gonna run a test on this. It's gonna be fun, exciting, informative, and hopefully if you're new to model building and you haven't bought any type of chrome sprays or the paints specifically that I'm testing out, that video is coming out down the road here in about 2-3 weeks. I'm hoping that it offers you something in terms of you being able to make an educated choice, if you're, like I said, if you're new to model building, or maybe you've been in model building a while and you just want to try it. So I was actually at Michael's, and they had some stuff on sale. I've used this. I actually used felt before for carpeting in my model cars. These were like $1 a square. I got a few different colors, and this one was really cool. Um, it's not, well, it's like a felt on this side, but I felt like you could probably use either side. It's kind of like a sponge form on this side. I thought this might work good as like the headliners in my cars, because I'm trying to get a little bit more detailed in the ones that I'm. So I run two different kind of segments. I run box stock, and then I run as detailed as I can get from my skill set. So I thought maybe these would work. It's more work. It's a little bit more labor intensive, but I also bought a thing of Elmer's glue. You guys have all seen Elmer's glue. It's just a regular white glue. So kind of a stash ad, but kind of not, because it's just white glue, you know. One of the things that I want to touch on, I'm going to show you a little bit of slideshow at the end of this video. Um, I had mentioned that I kind of call this the quarter cave, because it's like a quarter of my shed, maybe a little less. But I call this the quarter cave because I've sort of taken this little corner over, and it's like a quarter of the shed. And I chose to do that because I wanted to build my kids a playground. So what I did was I bought some climbing wall, like the knobby things, like where you put your feet and your hands when you're climbing, like a climbing wall. So I built them a climbing wall section off the from their playground, and I feel like that sort of ties to specifically this area, because I wanted. more than building myself a hobby shed, I wanted to build them a playground. And so I took some still photos of that. I didn't do any video coverage, but in the end of this video, I'm going to share with you, this is part of my What Did You Buy Wednesday. I laid out like the climbing pegs and stuff. And when I built the little climbing wall section, I built it out of 4x4 so that I could kind of like represent like little notches and stuff, like the best I could for what I was working with. And they're like all built in different levels. So when you see the photos, one side will have like the sections here, and the other side will have like the sections. And I tried to make it random for them, so I'll arrange the slideshow in a way that you can kind of follow that little piece of the build of their playground. And it was fun. We worked on it together. We got a sunburn together. It was really super hot that day. I didn't wear sunblock, dumb, but it was well worth it. I mean, we had so much fun. And then since we've got like the top on and everything, we've had a couple of my kids like to have picnics out there, and so we'll cook and we'll bring our food out there and watch like a video on our laptop, and it's fun. So, anyways, there's that piece. So we got this. We're going to be doing an unboxing on this later this month, or a couple weeks down the road. We got this Camaro. It's a 2017 Camaro. It says 50. I think it was their. I want to say their 50th anniversary, but I don't know for sure. But it's an AMT kit. It looked like a nice kit. Maybe something we can try to build next year. This year is like I've got this year like blocked out. I know exactly what my builds are going to be. So, or what I intend them to be, depending on the delays and if I'm able to build on time. But it's a decent looking kit. It's got all the parts laid out on the back. It's a round two. You can see the round two right there. Ordered it off from eBay. And you can lose your shirt on eBay, or you can put in your parameters and say this is how much I want to pay, and you can come up with some good finds. This was about, I don't know, this was about $22 plus shipping. After shipping, and it was like a couple dollars of tax or $1.50 of tax. It equaled out to be about $30, which probably isn't great. But I didn't have to drive anywhere. I sat on my couch watching TV, and I bought this model. So for convenience sake, worked out good. Here's my yard sale find. It's used. I mean, it's had a little mileage on it, but I think what I'm going to use it for, you got this big old thing here, a big old opening. I'm going to use it for like my Tamiya spray paints, my airbrush paints, like over here. I mean, this isn't a What Did You Buy Wednesday, but these are all paints that I've had. But when it gets colder, I mean, I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt right now. It's starting to get chilly in the evenings around here, but it's not cold. You just, if you're outside at night, you probably want to, and it's dark out. You probably want an extra shirt on. So I'm going to put my paints in here. I got a spot where I'm going to store them inside over winter. I have a little heater that I'm going to buy for this, and that'll be coming in an up and coming What Did You Buy Wednesday. That's probably going to be the only one for that segment, unless I do some Big Sky Model Workshop. Anyways, I'm drawing a blank. It's late at night. Anyways, he said you could feature stuff that you've already bought, and there's some things that I've already bought that I haven't opened yet that I probably will feature. So maybe I'll throw some of that at you. But this thing's really cool. It's got a bottom tray, and I've got some pens in it that I added in there. But I'll take those out for a second. But it's got this bottom tray, and I figure like if I'm in the middle of like painting smaller things, or if I need to just separate out some stuff or whatever, it goes just slides right in underneath here. Really cool looking. I think it's going to work good. Oh, it doesn't want to slide back in there. But anyways, that's my yard sale find.
Oh.
So Wyatt came out to join us. He's going to be building a model with me shortly. He's pretty happy about the thought of that. So wave hi. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
So we're going to close that out. If you followed along to the end, I appreciate it. Give the video a thumbs up. Give it a subscribe. And till we see each other again, everyone out there, be safe and everyone be blessed.